Hi guys, welcome to Coffee Talk with Tara. I wanted to actually come on live today to chat, but there we go. We got to get the sunlight out of the way. So I was actually thinking this morning about what I would share with you, and I had all these stories about my past come up and choosing your own path and where you're going to go in life. And then this morning I was picking runes for myself. So a rune is a stone, as you can see like this, and associated with each rune is an action item. I really like them. I really like cards, but I really like runes specifically because it gives me a more definitive direction for the day. So as I was picking the rune, in my head, I was actually thinking about, what am I going to speak to everybody on Coffee Talk today? But my intention was to pick for what do I need to know for the day? But I think it's a really, really good rune. So this is the rune of Isa, which is surrender. And I wanted to actually talk about surrender because I've had a lot of people come to me in the last little while with different, more of the same. Basically, how do I surrender? I'm resisting this in my life, or how do I get rid of anger? So these are all kind of like, how do you surrender? And so I think the first thing, because we're again talking about Isa, the rune of surrender, which is also patience, but surrender is, in the past, I used to think surrendering was like, waving the white flag, and it was a really negative word in my vocabulary. I just didn't like the word surrender. I felt it was really negative. It looked really dark. It felt really dark. So when I closed my eyes and I thought of the word surrender, I always saw myself drowning in this deep, dark water, just like arms flailing, and I did not like the word. And surrender comes up everywhere. Surrender, let it go, be at peace with. This is all the same thing. And really, it's necessary in order to grow and in order to allow things to come to you and to move forward in life. So surrender is really important, but I think a lot of the time we have a really negative perception around surrender. So what I actually have done lately, and I'm giving this sort of tip to you guys as well, is when you close your eyes and you think of the word surrender, think of what you're visualizing. Is it dark? Is it negative, so to speak? And how can you change that? So, take a couple deep breaths in. Get yourself a magic pencil or a paintbrush, for example. Whatever. Use your imagination, your third eye, right? Get into it and change it. So now when I think of surrender, I see this beautiful, lush, green, forest. It really reminds me of like scenes from Moana. It's got beautiful flowers within it, a path that's laid out for me. And so there's comfort in surrendering. There's comfort in letting go. There's comfort in the peace. And so when I pull Isa for myself and I pull surrender, patience, withdrawal, it's not oh my gosh, something bad's gonna happen. It goes to a place of, okay, let's get centered, let's be at peace, let's get into that garden that I visualized for myself, and let's let go and see what happens. Because really what Isa is reminding me of, and essentially you guys, since I'm sharing it with you, is to go inwards and to just calm, be centered, and allow things to happen. So I've heard many times in the past to wear the world as a loose garment. Colette Baron Reid specifically actually says it many, many times, that you wear the world like a loose garment. And that's really what surrendering is about, right? A lot of the time when I'm coaching people into meditation, or I'm giving them some advice to tune in and tap into their intuition, they're like, oh no. Well, their immediate oh no actually is stemming from they're expecting one answer or response or result. And in fact, they're getting something completely different, which is for their highest good. But there's this, it can't be. It can't be for me because it's not what I expected to hear. So that is part of surrendering. So what I am really trying to leave you with today is, if surrender to you, when you close your eyes and you think of, I have to surrender myself, the situation, for example, my sister's expecting a baby and this baby is just not showing up. She has to surrender to the fact that This baby's got its agenda. And so when she closes her eyes and she thinks about, whoa, this baby, it's so exciting and it's coming, what does that feel like and what does that look like, and how can we change that? How can we put, that greenery and that lushness in it, and whatever it may be that you want to paint? But when you close your eyes now and you think of the word surrender, letting go, what does that look like? And then what does it look like when you change it to something really positive for yourself, so that when you know that you need to go and be still and be at peace and surrender to the flow of life, or surrender to whatever may be happening in your life at this point in time, where is it that you're going? And I hope that you paint the most beautiful picture for yourself, because you really, really deserve it. So I just wanted to leave you with that today, guys. And thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions or comments, just comment below. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.